Hi guys, hello, how are you today? Hi, what's the weather like for you? I hope everything's really nice. I don't have a particularly nice weather. It's like cloudy, not very nice, but it's not cold. And we don't have any snow. So, what about you? What's your weather like? And how are you today? I hope you have a great day. I hope you have a great week, great month. And welcome to the first stream of this winter. So yay! Welcome. I'm really happy to see everyone who is going to watch my stream today. And today I'm going to talk about task 38. And we will talk about tables, we will talk about pie charts, so it might be quite a tasty stream, if I can say so, but yeah. We're going to talk about some tables, we're going to talk about written statements, we're going to talk about some pie charts. So let's get started. We have got a lot to cover, to be honest. It's quite a big topic. So yeah, I hope that you can see my screen, I hope that you can see my presentation, and we are going to start. And yep, let's do that. So basically, task 38, talking about tables, talking about pie charts. Yep. And let's talk a bit about me. My name is Daria. I'm a teacher at Учёба.ру. I graduated from Sochi State University. I passed CEE and my TKT exams. I studied both in Russia and in the UK. And some things about me: I am a keen nature photographer and I love my coffee. This is my will to life, if you can say it this way. Okay, so let's talk about other teachers who are also a part of a wonderful teacher team at Учёба.ру. And let's talk about Учёба.ру in general. So we have got 12,000 graduates, guys. That's a huge number, 12,000 graduates who passed ЕГЭ and ОГЭ with us. And 4,200 of those students got 80 plus on their ЕГЭ and 5 for their ОГЭ. So, and I'm very proud to be a part of this amazing team of teachers. So that's really nice. What else is there to say? We can guarantee you entrance to the university if you prepare with us for 3 exams, you don't miss classes, and you do your homework. Also, we promise you to give you a mock exam every month, just like a real one. Literally, just like a real one. But that's a mock one, so you can practice a bit, you can find out if there is something wrong, if there are some things that you need to work a bit more on. So yeah. And we have got different level groups, so you can study at your own pace. Basically, that's it. Okay, and let's start talking about the task itself. So that's the reason why we are here today. So we have got the task overview. The first one, number of tasks, just one, guys, just one task. But there are 2 possible options, 38.1 and 38.2. So basically you will get your KIM, which is the paper where all the tasks are written, and you will see something like 38.1 and 38.2. It doesn't mean that you have to do both of them. No, it means that you have to do just one of them. So it's up to you what to choose. It can be 38.1, it can be 38.2, doesn't really matter. The difficulty is the same. There are some differences, I'm going to cover them today during the stream, but they're not like major differences. Recommended time that we have in our specs is 60 minutes, and maximum amount of points that you can get is 14. So basically this is the most expensive task that you can that you get in your ЕГЭ when you're doing it. So 14 points, worth fighting for. And to make your fight a bit easier and make you struggle a bit less. I'm here today to talk about it. So one more time, guys. One task, two possible options, 60 minutes, 14 points. And yeah, we have got two types. 38.1 usually is a table. Usually it's a table. The table looks like this. You have got it here. You have got your number written, 38.1. This is what you need to write on your answer sheet if you choose this task, and if you choose to write your written statement on 38.1, this is what you have to do. And this is the task itself, this is the table, and these are some specifications for the task. We're going to come back to them a bit later. And we have got 38.2, which is a pie chart. So I promised you something tasty today. This looks like just a pie, so in English it is called a pie chart. And I personally like this kind of graphs and diagrams, so yeah, pie chart. The same, you have got 38.2, and you have to write the number of the task in your answer sheet, so that the person who's going to check it understands what you're writing about. One more time, you've got a pie chart itself, you've got some task here like introduction, you've got some specifications here, and that's it. Basically all of the differences are right here. So you have got this one and you have got this one. It's either a pie chart or a table. The rest is pretty much the same. The topics are different for 38.1 and 38.2. But the rest, in terms of the planning, in terms of the structure, in terms of how it is assessed, everything is quite the same. But yeah, we have got the pie chart here, a bit different topic, right? The topic is always different, so this gives you a variety of topics. If you don't like number one, please, you feel free to choose number two. And if you don't like number two, feel free to choose number one. So yeah, it's up to you to decide. And basically these are all of the differences. So let's have a look at our task in details. What is that? Like, I can see a lot of text in English. I have got some table and I have got another like bunch of text in English. So let's have a look at it, but first let me get rid of my doodles. So the first things first, we have got here like the introduction, like the topic of our written statement. And guys, today I'm going to focus on the table just because I like it a bit more, and just because I like the topic of this table a bit more than I like the topic of this pie chart. But as I said already, it's pretty much the same. Nothing to worry about. Just feel free to use whatever you want to. It's totally up to you to decide. The structure is the same, the plan is the same, they are assessed in the same way, so nothing is going to change dramatically for you if you choose one or another. Okay, coming back to this part of the text that I have got here. So it says, imagine that you're doing a project on why an IT career is very popular among Zetland teenagers. So Zetland is an imaginary country. We don't have this one. Teenagers, this is what I want you to have a look about, like to pay attention to. And we have got the question, why an IT career is very important, very popular among Zetland teenagers. The rest is like, you have found some data on the subject. These are the result of the opinion polls. See the table below. What you need to do, you need to comment on the data and in the table, on the data in the table, and give your opinion on the subject of the project. So basically, we need your comments, guys. Just like I need your comments, please feel free to post them. Please feel free to comment on what I'm saying or what you're seeing and so on. So yeah, it's the same here. We've got a table and we've got some results of the opinion poll. Next very important thing to pay attention to is they tell you to write 200 to 250 words. If it is 200 to 250 words, you know the trick, you know the drill, plus and minus 10%. So minus 10% from 200, that's 180. And this guy is your bare minimum of the words that you have to, you must, you should. I am running out of synonyms here to stress it out. It is really, 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 really extremely important for you to write 180 words, not less than that. Because if you write 179 words, and the first thing that the expert does, they count the words. So if you write 179, you just get a 0. Can you imagine a 0 out of 14? No, like no, please don't. So please guys, bare minimum for you to write is 180. Okay, we talked about the bare minimum, but what about like plus 10%? Plus 10% is 275 words. And what it means is that if you write 276, which is more than that, any expert, after counting your words, is going to check only 250. In the best case scenario, it's just your conclusion which is going to suffer and you're not going to get any points for it. But as you know, that's like the best case scenario. So please count your words properly. This is the bare minimum, 180, and this is the absolute maximum, 275. Not more than that. Please, guys, please, I beg you, count your words. This is extremely important. Okay, I hope I convinced you to count your words, and I hope I convinced you to write not less than 180 words and not more than 275. So we are moving on to the plan. And we have to follow this plan, basically. The plan tells us, make an opening statement on the subject of the project. Okay. Point number 2 is select and report 2 to 3 facts. Point number 3, make 1 or 2 comparisons where relevant and give your comments. Point number 3, outline a problem that can arise with some IT jobs and suggest a way of solving it. And number 5, the last one, is conclude by giving and explaining your opinion on the importance of IT in the modern world. So basically, this part will be a bit different depending on the topic. For example, here we have the importance of IT. Right here we have on how to choose birthday presents for your friends. So this one will be a bit different. And also this one will be a bit different depending on the topic and depending on the task. So it can arise with some IT jobs. And here we have can arise with birthday presents. So it depends on the topic, but the rest, we pretty much have the same plan for each of it. So guys, we have got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 statements here, 5 of them. That's a very important number for us. We've got a lot of numbers to remember, almost mathematics. But yeah, one more important number here is 5. And this number indicates the amount of paragraphs you're going to write. So 5 paragraphs. This is very, very, very important. And this is my attempt to write, to draw the sun for you. So yeah, this piece of art, I would say, indicates the number of paragraphs that we need to write, that we have to write. And not less, not more. Please, just 5 guys, okay? Nothing more. So I hope everything's clear here. If it's not, leave me a comment. Somewhere down there should be a comment section. So please do that. Okay. And we are moving on to basically how to do that, what to do with that, and what to do with this task. Yay, we've got the plan. That's already good. We know what to do. So let's have a look at it like in details. Okay, I'm going to skip this one. We don't need that because I'm focusing today on a table. But yeah, you know that there is some option with the pie chart. Okay, so basically introduction, that is what you have to write in your paragraph 1, and what we use here is this one. This is the part before the table, and your part of the plan, the corresponding part of the plan, tells you make an opening statement on the subject of the project. So how do we deal with it? How do we deal with it? First and foremost, I'm going to give you some templates which probably can help you. First and foremost, if we're going to talk about anything, about any problem, we need to say that this is a problem, right? That this problem exists. And if it exists, we need to say that it is well known that blah, 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 blah. Nowadays, more and more people do something, blah, 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 right? The next thing which is really important is to say that you have found some data. You have found some table, you have found some, I don't know, results of the opinion poll. So I have been working on the project which is aimed at, and after that you just literally fill in the topic. I don't think that that's really difficult. So something like I have been working on the project which is aimed at finding out why an IT career is very important among Zetland teenagers. And I promise to tell you that Zetland and teenagers are crucial here. Yes, if you don't mention them, if you don't mention the place, and it's like 100% Zetland, I have never seen anything else. Teenagers are not 100%, but also like quite a significant part of their participants in the polls. So if you don't mention these two things, you will lose points, guys, because the expert will tell you that that's not complete. Like literally, it's not complete if you don't mention them. So please pay attention. Zetland and the audience, the poll participants, all of the stuff is really important here. Okay, I have found the results of the opinion poll presented in the table or in the pie chart, depending on what you decided to work with. I'm going to analyze the data and express my opinion on the topic. So basically, we have covered that, hey, there is a problem, this is the problem, and the problem is in our topic. I have been working on a project on this problem. So like, right? We have got the topic of your project. You have got where, you've got the place, you've got who, you've got the people, like teenagers, adults, and so on, I don't know, someone. And I have found some results, which is not surprising if you have been working on the project. This is not surprising. I have found the results of the opinion poll presented either in the table or in the pie chart. It's literally depending on what you have chosen to work with. And I'm going to analyze the data and express my opinion on the topic. So, yay, that's it. That's paragraph 1. We are done with it. Guys, do you have any questions? Anything which is unclear? Anything which you don't understand? Yes? No? Well, I hope everything is clear. If it's not, leave your comments right here. Okay, and we are moving on to paragraph 2. Paragraph 2 tells us select and report 2 to 3 facts. So basically, 2 to 3 facts to report. I would recommend personally to do 3, just because if you do 2 and one of them you've maybe phrased it a bit strangely, maybe you've done something wrong with grammar, lexics, and so on. If you have some issues with one of them, you still have got 2 more, and 2 is within the plan from VP. So I personally would recommend you to do 3 facts to report on. But again, it's up to you. If you are 100% sure that you have perfect grammar, perfect lexics, everything's fine, you can do just 2. I would recommend doing 3 3 facts. Okay, we cannot analyze anything without any introduction, like, hey, this is like 30% of like, where did you get it from? Like, where does it come from? You don't know. So we need some introduction to that. In terms of this introduction, I offer you, as can be seen from the table, or if you're working with the pie chart, it can be, as can be seen from the pie chart, or you can say according to the table or to the pie chart. And then what I offer you to do is a little trick. Let me come back to our beautiful table. What I offer you to do is doing number 1, number 2, and number 3. Why? Number 1 and number 2, they may be quite close to each other. Right in this table, they're not very close, like 33% and 25%. But still there is a room for like saying that this is this and this is that. And the last one, why? Because it's the last one. So we can use the phrases like the majority for the first point, or most respondents also for the first point. You can say followed by blah 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 percent of people in the poll, or a percent of participants of the poll thinking blah blah blah. And the last one, you can say something like the minority or the least people and the least respondents and so on. What is really important here is to use these the participants of the poll, because you know what like what kind of people they were, like who they were. And this is really important. You need to say that these specific people were the participants of the poll. They were the people you worked with, not you, someone worked with. So the participants of the poll. Okay, this basically is everything that we need to know about paragraph number 2. Once again, I usually do number 1 and number 2 and number 3, and the last one, sorry. Number 1 and number 2, they can be very close to each other. Like, for example, in this case, in this chart, we've got number 1 25%, number 2 24%. You can say something like closely followed by blah 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 blah, or you can say right, like here you can say just while 25% of the respondents prefer something else, right? And here you can just say the least amount of people, the least amount of the respondents, 8% being the last, and so on. So just, it gives you a bit of room to use your advanced language, right? Okay, guys, I hope everything's clear. Paragraph 2 is also clear. Let's move on to paragraph 3. In paragraph 3, what we do is we make 1-2 comparisons where relevant and give your comment. So one more time, we cannot just say, hey, this is different, or hey, this is not different. We need some kind of introduction here. So the data of the poll show that blah 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 blah. And what we do here, I usually do here, I just take this 2. So basically you have got 5 of them. You have used 3 of them to state the facts. So you need to use 2 which are left to make comparisons. In this case, we've got 6%, if I'm not wrong, difference. I'm not very good with math, so yeah, 6% difference. Please correct me if I'm wrong, I might be. But yeah, this is something that we can compare, right? And very important is that we need to make a comment. And the comment is something like surprisingly, interestingly, strange as it may seem. So these are all recommended like links to the comment itself. You can say something like, surprisingly, the situation is reversed in the place where I live. Or interestingly, you may say that the results of another poll, doesn't matter if you haven't seen it, show a bit different data. So something like that. So what they need here, they want your comments, just like me. I want your comments right there. There should be a comment section, so please comment. Okay, I hope everything's clear here, and we're moving on to paragraph 4. What they have in the plan is outline a problem that can arise with some IT jobs, and as I already told you, this one can be different depending on the topic that you have and depending on the task that you choose, and it will always be in your plan. So this is just like from the plan, and suggest a way of solving it. So they help you, they outline the topic for you. So please pay attention. Okay, nowadays the topic is or are quite widespread, so it depends on what the topic is. However, there is a present problem which can arise with blah 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 blah. One more time, you just get it from here, just like right, copy paste, copy paste, copy paste, and you just state the problem here. In my opinion, this issue can be solved by and your solution. For example, if we're talking about some IT jobs, I would say that these kind of jobs do not require a lot of movement, and people who have this kind of jobs, they usually lack some kind of exercise. So maybe going to the gym, maybe implementing exercising in their routine can help. Maybe, I don't know, employers can provide some subscriptions to their employees who work for IT companies, something like that. But one more time, you have to have a linking word first. Like nowadays, blah 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 is quite widespread. However, there is a present problem or there is a present issue which can arise with just literally copy paste from the plan. In my opinion, this issue can be solved by blah 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 blah. And if you choose this one, please remember adding ing to your verb by doing, by suggesting, by working, I don't know, implementing, and so on. So this is your paragraph 4. One more time, some kind of introduction, literally copy pasting from the plan, and then your solution. I don't think that that's very, very difficult, but if you have any questions, do leave me a comment right there. You know where to find it, right? Okay, so, and this basically is the final thing that you have to do in the task. That is paragraph 5. Conclude by giving and explaining your opinion on the importance of IT in the modern world. And one more time, this is in your plan. So you don't have to think about it. You don't have to look for it. You don't have to come up with it yourselves. No, it's just in your plan. It's literally right there. So please read it, guys. Okay, as usual, we need some kind of linking construction to start our paragraph with. To conclude, comma, in conclusion, or comma, to sum up, comma. I think, or I believe, I'm convinced that, because blah, 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 blah. And it is really, 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 very, extremely important to emphasize that it is you who think so. It is you who believe. It is you who is convinced. So, the thing is, they ask you for your explicit opinion. And if this opinion is of some person, this is not yours explicit opinion. And explicit opinion means that it's like you state it out loud. You just write it straight away. And yeah, it's really important to say that I think, I believe, I'm convinced that, and so on. And to say why, also a good thingy. So I usually write in conclusion, but I also wrote some of the possible variations for you, possible things that you can use. In conclusion, I believe that the importance of IT in the modern world is your topic, right? So you can say something like, I believe that IT is very important in the modern world because none of the industries, none of us cannot operate without it, for example, without using computers on a daily basis, or because we use computers on a daily basis, like almost the whole of the population of the planet. So yeah, something like that. And let's have a look at common mistakes. So there are some common mistakes, unfortunately. And the first one, quite common. I don't know why this happens, but VP in their recommendation says that it is really, really common when people mix up two types of the task. The first one being pie chart and the second one is table. So please, guys, they are two different things. A table and a pie chart. They are different. And if you are talking about the table, you keep talking about the table. And if you're talking about a pie chart, you keep talking about the pie chart. So don't mix them up. They're two different things. Okay. Stating it's you who has conducted the poll. The thing is, you have to say it's not you. You don't have to mention who has conducted the poll or who has done the poll. You just have to say that you have found some data. So it's not you. You have just found someone else's data. And that's it. No specific details of the poll mentioned, country and audience. And this is what I told you about when I was talking about Zapland and teenagers in our case. Because this gives you like, if you don't use these two things, the expert will say that your paragraph, your answer is not complete. So it's incomplete and you will get a plus minus for your paragraph, which you don't want to. You don't want to do that. So please give specific details of the poll. Another very important question, rhetorical questions, no. Like a big no. No, no, this is an no, 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 like with an exclamation mark, no. Just don't ask any rhetorical questions. Okay? Another big no, like also here, big no, short form, guys. This is supposed to be neutral style. This is supposed to be a bit too level lexics. This is supposed to be bit too level grammar. So no to short forms. You have to understand that neutral style means no short forms. So all of your isn't, aren't, mustn't, let's, all of that stuff is out of question. Literally. You cannot use them. You cannot write them. Just write cannot. Must not, let us, it is not, and so on. Use full forms, okay? I hope you get it. Slang. Slang is out of questions also, right here, also a big no. But apart from slang, you cannot use some very colloquial expressions like folks or pals when you're talking about people in general or when you're talking about your friends. Now, please use friends or people or a person and so on and so forth. And your opinion is not explicit. This is what I talked about already. So if you don't say that it is you who thinks so, it is you who believes. So please don't. Okay? Just say that it is you. It's your opinion, no one else's. So yeah. Please have stated clearly, okay? And this basically concludes everything we have covered. Let me skip a bit. I'll try to do a trick. So basically we have covered everything. We made an opening statement on the subject of the project. We selected and reported 2 to 3 facts. Once again, I offer you to do 3 facts, like 1, 2, and 3. First, second, and the last one. That's just a bit easier. Make 1 and 2 comparisons where relevant and give your comments. I offer you to do number 3 and 4 right here. also up to you. But yeah, basically just to use all of the data we are provided with. Outline a problem that can arise with some IT jobs, and this one, some IT jobs can be different depending on your topic. Suggest a way of solving it. Basically, here is a problem, here is how we deal with it. And conclude by giving and explaining your opinion. One more time, guys, this is your opinion, not someone else's, just yours, okay? And once again, you've got the topic here. So, any questions? Do you have anything that you want me to mention that I didn't? No? Okay, guys, so if you do have any questions, please leave them right there. You know the drill. And let's move on to basically another thingy I wanted to talk to you about. And I will switch to Russian. Я немножечко расскажу про то, как у нас проходит подготовка к ЕГЭ по английскому языку у нас в школе Учёба.ру. 9 месяцев – это если вы начинаете с сентября. Если вы начинаете с декабря, то у вас получается 7 месяцев для подготовки. Около 70 уроков, лекций и семинары. Занятия у нас проходят 2 раза в неделю. Вы получаете 1 урок, 1 семинар. 30-35 домашних заданий. Опять-таки, после каждого урока у вас есть семинар. Ежемесячно пробный ЕГЭ, ну и ЕГЭ в том числе. Это разговорный клуб по вторникам, и это подробная проверка сложных задач с развернутой обратной связью и рекомендациями. То есть вы не просто выполняете работу и забываете про нее, да, если мы говорим про пробный ЕГЭ или про пробный ЕГЭ. Вы получаете обратную связь, вы смотрите, где хорошо, вы смотрите, где плохо, и у вас есть возможность улучшить свои знания, у вас есть возможность улучшить свой процесс написания экзаменов и не так бояться формата и всего остального. Разговорный клуб – очень хорошая штука. Разговорный клуб у нас проходит по вторникам, и мы говорим на все темы. Супер важные, супер интересные. В прошлый вторник мы, например, говорили про предпринимательство. До этого мы говорили про мотивацию и так далее. У нас супер много интересных тем, и каждый вторник мы с вами говорим и улучшаем свои навыки говорения, потому что невозможно не просто сдать язык, да, английский язык, если вы на нем не говорите. Окей, ну, допустим, вы потеряете 20 баллов, если вы такие, нет, устная часть не для меня, я ничего не буду делать и так далее. Но если вы хотите просто выучить язык, то вы не сможете этого сделать, не говоря на нем, потому что язык требует практики. У нас есть суперинтересная интерактивная платформа для подготовки. Это все, что нужно для обучения в одном месте в удобном формате. Она работает на лэптопах, она работает на ваших компьютерах, она работает на смартфонах, она работает на планшетах, на чем угодно. Все, где есть интернет. И все в одном месте. Это удобное расписание и список дел. Вам сразу понятно, что где нужно делать на каждой неделе. Вот здесь у нас есть литература, у нас тут есть химия, у нас тут есть математика. Ну, то есть, собственно говоря, вы заходите на платформу и видите все, что вам нужно сделать, вы ничего не пропустите. У вас каждый понедельник обновляется расписание. Это интерактивные видеоуроки, понятная теория, понятные конспекты и есть упражнения для закрепления. Как это действует? У вас тут написано «Смотреть урок», соответственно, вы смотрите часть урока, после него идут задания, и вы в любой момент можете тыкнуть на кнопочку «Конспект урока», где у вас есть, собственно говоря, все самые главные поинты, самые главные понятия, все выписано, выделено, разделено в табличках для лучшего понимания и осознавание всего. Домашки с быстрой проверкой. Собственно говоря, у вас вот тут вот есть скрин домашки. И здесь у нас биология как наука дана, да, и вы просто кликаете, и вам говорят, что это такое, правильно вы кликнули или неправильно вы кликнули, и выдается решение. Если вдруг неправильно, вам говорят, почему неправильно и что правильно. Если вдруг, если же вы ответили правильно, то прекрасно, все замечательно, вы получаете thumbs up. Практические семинары – это живое общение по видео с преподавателями. Собственно говоря, В каждой группе у нас проходит семинар. В каждой группе мы обсуждаем темы для подготовки к ОГЭ, для подготовки к ЕГЭ, в соответствии с нашей программой. Вы можете задать любой вопрос преподавателю, преподаватель всегда на связи, всегда откликнется и так далее. Вы все это делаете на практических семинарах, вы отрабатываете все те необходимые навыки, которые вам нужны для того, чтобы удачно сдать экзамены. Это ежемесячные пробники, про которые я уже сказала. Это полные варианты ЕГЭ и ОГЭ. Они имеют даже точно такое же ограничение по времени. Ну и нужны они для того, чтобы проверить ваши знания. Собственно говоря, здесь у нас пробник по биологии представлен. И у нас есть задания с быстрой проверкой, так же, как у вас, например, в домашках, или так же, как у вас в заданиях после видео. И есть задания, которые проверяет непосредственно преподаватель. Это ваши развернутые ответы, в том числе задание 38, про которое я сегодня говорила. Это удобные чаты с преподавателем. Мы стараемся быстренько, оперативненько отвечать на все вопросы, помогаем разобраться. Если что-то вдруг не получается, непонятно, пишите в любое время, мы ответим. Но это система уведомлений. Помимо того, что вы можете зайти на платформу и посмотреть свой список дел, вам еще и в Telegram приходит оповещение. Потому что все мы знаем, что мы все занятые люди. И если у вас пробибикал телефон, вероятность того, что вы не забудете, велика. Ну, собственно говоря, мы вас ждем на занятиях у нас в онлайн-школе Учёба.ру. И я жду ваших лайков, комментов. So please, like, comment, subscribe. You know the drill. Так что, пожалуйста, чтобы поднять настроение мне, чтобы поднять видимость наших прекрасных видео с разборами и со всем остальным, like, comment and subscribe. And I will see you guys very, very soon. I don't know if my camera works this time. I hope it does. But anyway, I have got... Yay, it did. So yeah, I've got my hearts for you. And thank you so much. I will see you on the next stream, maybe. Or maybe you will see me when you see me. Okay guys, thank you so much. I hope it was helpful for you, and I hope you don't have any questions about the task number 38. See you. Goodbye guys.